I wake up every morning already tired. Clara says, "You look peaceful when you sleep," and I nod like that means something. I kiss her cheek because that's what a good husband does. Inside, I feel hollow. "Big night," she says, adjusting her dress. "Smile more. Cameras will be there." "I always smile," I say. She laughs. "That's why they love you." At the charity gala, she loops her arm through mine like we're a logo. Flashing lights. Fake warmth. Someone asks, "How do you two stay so strong?" Clara answers before I can. "Love and support. He's my rock." I squeeze her hand. She squeezes back, just enough to remind me not to speak. In the car, she scrolls her phone. "You were quiet." "I was listening." She doesn't look up. Good. At home, she drops her heels and says, "Tomorrow, I need you to sign something." "What kind of something?" "Investment papers." Routine. "Why me?" She sighs. "Because we're married." My phone rings. The hospital. I step into the kitchen. "Mr. Cross," the nurse says, "your mother's insurance didn't cover today's treatment." "How much?" She tells me. My chest tightens. "I'll handle it," I say. After I hang up, Clara is watching me. "Problems. Bills." She smiles softly. "I can help." I hesitate. "How?" "By pooling resources. My fund can absorb it." "Your fund." She walks closer. "Trust me." I read the papers the next morning. Long words. Small print. "This ties my savings to your account," I say. "Yes," she replies. "Efficiency." "I worked for that money." "And I worked for us," she snaps, then softens. "Do you love me?" "Yes." "Then sign." My pen shakes. I think of my mother's breathing machine. I sign. That night, I wake up thirsty. I hear Clara's voice down the hall. "He'll do anything for me," she whispers. "He's obsessed." I stop walking. A man's voice answers, low and calm. "Good. Stick to the plan." She laughs. "Relax. He's harmless." I step back before the floor creaks. My heart pounds like I've been running. In bed, she rolls toward me. "Couldn't sleep." "Just water," I say. She touches my chest. "You're warm." I stare at the ceiling. Something cracks inside me. The next day at the hospital, my mother smiles weakly. "You look thin." "I'm fine," I say. Rosa adjusts her pillow. "Stress does that." Mom squeezes my hand. "Your wife came yesterday." "She did." "Yes," Rosa says gently. "She asked about costs." "Not about pain." Mom closes her eyes. "She's busy." I nod, but my stomach twists. That evening, Clara says, "Victor wants to meet." "Victor?" "My mentor." "Why?" "He's impressed by you." We meet at a quiet restaurant. Victor shakes my hand. "Take care of her," he says. "I do," I reply. He smiles. "Good men are rare." On the way home, Clara says, "He thinks highly of you." I didn't say much. "You don't need to." At home, she kisses me. "I'm proud of you." I almost laugh. Later, I stand alone in the bathroom, staring at my reflection. I practice smiling. It looks real. In bed, Clara murmurs, "You're mine, right?" "Yes," I say. She sleeps easily. I don't. I replay her words. Obsessed. Harmless. I think of the papers. The whisper. Victor's smile. I decide something quietly, without drama. I will keep smiling. I will keep signing. I will listen more than I speak. If love is a mask, I'll wear it perfectly. For now. Something inside me isn't broken anymore. It's awake. I meet Miles at the coffee shop because I can't breathe in my own house anymore. He studies my face like it's a crime scene. "You're shrinking," he says. I laugh. "That's new. I didn't know people could shrink." "You used to fill rooms," he replies. "Now you apologize for existing." "I'm just tired." "You've been tired for months." I stir my coffee even though I don't want it. Marriage does that. No, he says. Fear does. I look away. You're dramatic. Miles leans closer. When was the last time you said what you actually wanted? I open my mouth, then close it. I don't know. He nods slowly. That's what scares me. My phone buzzes. Hospital number. I stand up. I have to go. At least promise me something, he says. What? Don't disappear. I won't, I lie. At the hospital, my mother sleeps. Machines hum like they're whispering secrets. Rosa adjusts a chart and smiles at me. She's stable today, Rosa says. Thank you. Rosa hesitates. Your wife was here. When? Yesterday afternoon. Did she stay long? Rosa lowers her voice. She asked about payments first. My chest tightens. That's practical. Rosa meets my eyes. Family usually asks about pain. I nod, pretending it doesn't matter. Mom wakes and whispers, Did Clara come with you? No, I say. Mom sighs. She's busy. I squeeze her hand. Rest. That night, my phone buzzes again. Bank app. I open it without thinking. A transfer catches my eye. Then another. Same amounts. Same timing. That's odd, I whisper. I scroll back weeks. Patterns form. My name is on everything, but I don't remember approving any of it. Clara is in the living room. What are you staring at? Our account, I say carefully. She walks over. Why? I got a notification. So, these transfers don't look right. She crosses her arms. Are you spying on me? I'm checking our money. Her eyes narrow. Why now? Because it's my money too. She laughs sharply. Are you cheating? What? Men only get paranoid when they're guilty. That's not fair. Neither is being monitored, she snaps. I just asked a question. And I answered, she says. Drop it. I hesitate. Victor's name is on one of the references. Her mouth tightens. Victor said you'd react like this. The room tilts. You talk about me with him? He advises me, she says. Unlike you. I'm your husband. And you're insecure, she replies. Which is exhausting. I swallow. I'm sorry. She relaxes instantly. Good. Don't do this again. I nod like I've been trained. Later, she sleeps. I don't. I open my laptop quietly. I check emails, contracts, dates. Every document points away from her and toward me. My heart races. This can't be real. I search deeper and find a folder I've never seen before. Exit. Ethan. My hands shake as I open it. Timelines. Legal language. Asset transfers. A sentence jumps out. Subject exits marriage with no claim. I close the laptop fast, like it burned me. In the bathroom mirror, I whisper, she's planning to erase me. The next morning, Miles calls. You okay? I think I'm in trouble. Explain. I can't. Not yet. Silence. Then, are you safe? I don't know. Come over. I can't. Why? Because she's watching. He exhales. I'm here. I know. At dinner, Clara smiles. You're quiet again. Just tired. She reaches across the table. We're building something. Are we? She tilts her head. Do you doubt me? No. Good, she says. Doubt ruins marriages. Later, she kisses my cheek. Trust me. I say nothing. In bed, I stare at the ceiling and replay Rosa's words. Not family. I replay Victor's name. Exit. Ethan. I don't cry. I don't scream. I open my phone and start taking screenshots. If she wants to erase me, I'll learn how she plans to do it. Quietly. Carefully. And without warning. I don't sleep. I stare at the ceiling until it feels like it's staring back. When Clara breathes beside me, I count the seconds between each rise of her chest. You're restless, she murmurs. Work, I say. She touches my arm. You worry too much. I think about the exit file burning in my laptop bag. In the morning, I tell her, I have meetings. She smiles. Try not to disappear. I won't, I say. Nina Park's office smells like coffee and calm. She gestures for me to sit. You look hunted, she says. I brought something, I reply. I slide the folder across the table. She reads quietly. Minutes stretch. This is bad, she finally says. I swallow. How bad? Prison bad, Nina replies. If this detonates, you're the face of it. I didn't do any of it. That rarely matters, she says. She flips a page. Victor's firm routes money. Your signature absorbs blame. So Clara knew, I say. Nina looks at me. She planned it. My throat tightens. Say it clearly. She's setting you up, Nina says. Cleanly. I laugh once, hollow. She kissed me this morning. Nina doesn't smile. That's why. She opens another document. Your father's trust. My heart jumps. What about it? It releases in weeks, she says. 30 million. I grip the chair. When? Soon, Nina replies. But there's a condition. I lean forward. What condition? You must remain married, she says. And financially stable. I stare. She knows. Yes, Nina says. That's why she's gentle again. I feel sick. So I'm bait. Your leverage, Nina corrects. I rub my face. What do I do? Nina leans back. You survive quietly. How? You don't confront her, she says. You don't flinch. I can barely breathe. Then breathe silently, Nina replies. She slides me a list. Change passwords. Document everything. No emotional reactions. She's my wife. Nina meets my eyes. She's your opponent. I whisper, I loved her. Nina nods. That's why this hurts. I stand. I need proof. You need a professional, she says. Someone discreet. She hands me a card. Daniel Reed. I read the name. Private investigator. He listens more than he speaks, Nina says. That evening, Clara cooks. I missed you today. I was busy. She touches my cheek. I worry when you pull away. I force a smile. I'm here. She relaxes. Good. My phone vibrates later. Daniel's voice is calm. You called. I need answers, I say. About your wife, he replies. Yes. And Victor, he adds. Yes. Meet tomorrow, Daniel says. Come alone. At night, Clara whispers, You still love me, right? Yes, I answer. She smiles into my chest. I knew it. I stare into the dark. The next day, Daniel sits across from me. She's careful, he says. But not invisible. I don't want drama, I say. Then don't create any, Daniel replies. Can you prove it? I can trace money, he says. And habits. Do it, I say. He nods. It won't be fast. I can wait. Good, Daniel says. Patience wins. At home, Clara hums. We should plan a trip. After your project, I say. She laughs. Always practical. She holds my hand. You trust me, don't you? I squeeze back. Of course. Inside, I promise myself something new. I will not scream. I will not beg. I will not save her. When the money clears, I will walk away with my name intact. And she will never see it coming. I'm halfway through pretending everything is fine when my phone rings. Unknown number. Hospital. My chest tightens before I answer. Mr. Cross, a nurse says, fast and sharp, your mother collapsed. You need to come now. I'm on my way, I say, already grabbing my keys. At the hospital, lights blur. A nurse runs past me. Another says, family only, and I shout, "I'm her son," louder than I mean to. Machines scream. I freeze in the doorway. "Sir," a doctor says, "please step back." "I can't," I say. "That's my mom. She stopped breathing for 30 seconds, he says. "We got her back." My knees weaken. "Is she alive?" "For now," he answers. I sit. I don't pray. I bargain with silence. Rosa finds me. "She's fighting." "I should have been here sooner," I say. "You couldn't know," Rosa replies. Footsteps click fast. Clara appears, hair perfect, dress wrong for a hospital. "Oh my God," she says loudly. "Is she okay?" People look. She holds my arm. "Where were you?" I ask quietly. She whispers, "Don't start." I asked a question. "Not here," she says through her smile. A nurse passes. Clara straightens. "We're so worried," she tells her. The nurse nods and leaves. I pull Clara aside. "Were you with Victor?" Her eyes harden. "Are you serious?" "Yes." She leans in. "Don't embarrass me here. Answer me." She exhales sharply. "This isn't about you." That's when it hits me. She isn't afraid of losing me. She's afraid of looking bad. The doctor returns. "She's stable," he says. "Critical, but stable." I sag. "Can I see her?" Briefly. Inside, my mom's skin looks gray. I hold her hand. "I'm here," I whisper. Her eyes flutter. "You look scared." "I am," I admit. She squeezes weakly. "You always were soft. I learned from you." She smiles faintly. "Did Clara come?" "Yes," I say. Mom closes her eyes. "Take care of yourself." Rosa guides me out. We sit in the hallway. Rosa hands me water. "You look like you're breaking," she says. I feel like I already did. Rosa watches people walk by. Love isn't supposed to feel like begging. My throat burns. I keep trying harder. She shakes her head. "That's not love. That's survival." Clara approaches. "We should go home." "I'm staying." She frowns. "You're exhausted." "I'm not leaving her." Clara lowers her voice. People are staring. "I don't care." She stiffens. "Fine. Be dramatic." She walks away. My phone vibrates. "Daniel." I step outside. Cold air hits my face. Daniel texts photos. Clara. Victor. Hotel entrance. Time-stamped. Another message follows. Documents. Signature stamp. My name. My stomach drops. I lean against the wall. Miles calls immediately. "I saw your message." "She almost died," I say. "I know," he replies. "Expose them. Now. If I do, they'll spin it." "They already are," Miles snaps. "I need time." "You don't have time," he argues. "I need control," I say. Silence. Then, "I hate this." "So do I." Nina texts next. One sentence. "Not yet." They're ready for panic. Wait. I close my eyes. Poison patience. Swallow it. Clara comes outside. "Who are you texting?" "My lawyer." She scoffs. Overreacting again. I look at her. "My mother almost died. And I showed up," she says. "Late." "Busy," she snaps. "With Victor." Her jaw tightens. "You're obsessed." I nod slowly. "Maybe." She softens instantly. "I worry about you." "Do you?" "Yes," she lies. Inside, something settles. Cold. Clear. I text Daniel back. Proceed. I text Nina. "I'll wait." I sit back beside my mom's room and listen to machines breathe for her. I whisper, "I won't fail you. This time, I mean myself." This week feels like walking on glass. Clara wakes up smiling again. "Morning, baby," she says, touching my face. I force a smile. "Morning." She cooks dinner, something she hasn't done in months. "I missed this," she says. Us. I nod. Me too. She takes photos of us eating and posts them online. People love happy couples, she says. I hate myself for playing along, but I lift my glass. To us. She beams. Always. Victor texts the next day. Celebration dinner. Tonight. Clara squeals. He wants to celebrate you. Me. I ask. Yes, she says. Everything we're building. At the restaurant, Victor smiles like a man who already won. Ethan, he says, shaking my hand. Good to see loyalty rewarded. I just support my wife, I reply. He nods slowly. A man who knows his place. Clara laughs. He's humble. Victor leans closer. You owe Clara everything, he says softly. Remember that. I nod. I do. Inside, I record every word. Later, Victor raises his glass. To trust. To trust, I repeat. At home, Clara wraps her arms around me. You were perfect tonight. I try, I say. She kisses my neck. We're almost there. I swallow. Almost. Daniel calls the next morning. I have it. What kind of it? I ask. A recording, he says. Victor talking freely. About what? About you, Daniel replies. He said your name will take the fall. My chest tightens. Send it. I listen alone. Victor's voice is calm, confident, cruel. He'll absorb the blame, Victor says. He always does. I sit in silence after it ends. Nina calls next. We're ready. For what? For speed, she says. The moment the payout hits, we move. Explain. Divorce filing, Nina says. Asset freeze. Fraud report. Civil suit. And Clara. She won't see it coming, Nina replies. I whisper, good. That evening, my brother Jonah shows up unannounced. Hey, he says awkwardly. Everything okay? I ask. He avoids my eyes. Clara said you could help me out. Help how? Money, Jonah says. Just a loan. I stare at him. She promised you that? He shrugs. She said you wouldn't mind. Something cracks. She talks about my money like it's hers. Jonah frowns. She said you're fine with it. I didn't say that. He shifts. I need this. I know, I say. But not like this. Jonah sighs. She said you'd understand. I understand more than you think, I reply. After he leaves, Clara asks, did Jonah come? Yes. Did you help him? No. Her smile fades. That's disappointing. So is being volunteered, I say. She stiffens. You're being difficult. I'm being careful. She studies me. You're changing. I nod. Maybe. That night, she whispers, you trust me, right? Yes, I lie. She relaxes. Good. Everything depends on that. I stare into the dark and think about loyalty. How cheap it's become. I text Nina. Proceed as planned. I text Daniel. Stay close. I look at Clara sleeping and feel nothing but clarity. They think they won. They don't see the door already opening behind me. My phone buzzes before sunrise. I grab it without thinking. The screen lights up, and the number doesn't feel real. $30 million. Deposited. Cleared. Final. My hands go cold, and I sit up slowly, like a sudden move might erase it. Clara walks in already dressed, smiling like today is a holiday. Good morning, she says softly. We should celebrate. Just us. I look at her and feel grief instead of rage. I remember who I thought she was. I remember loving her without fear. I booked something special, I tell her. Her shoulders relax. I knew you would. She kisses my cheek. This is our new beginning. I nod and say nothing. I drive past the place she thinks we're going and head straight to Nina's office. Daniel is there. Miles is there. Nina doesn't smile. You ready? Nina asks. Yes, I say. Once I file, There's no pause button, she says. I'm done pausing. She moves fast. Papers slide. Phones ring. Nina speaks clearly. Fraud report submitted. Asset freeze requested. Civil complaint filed. Daniel adds, Victor's firm just got flagged. Miles exhales. Finally. I sit still while the world flips. Nina looks at me. It's in motion. My phone starts vibrating. Clara's name flashes. I silence it. She'll escalate, Nina says. She always does, I reply. By noon, the calls turn frantic. Why can't I access the account? Clara shouts when I finally answer. Ask your mentor, I say. What did you do? She screams. I stopped lying, I answer and hang up. She shows up at the house an hour later, eyes red, voice shaking. Ethan, please. I was confused. Confused about stealing? I ask. She cries harder. Victor pushed me. You chose, I say. She grabs my arm. I love you. I pull back. I was your husband, not your hostage. Her face collapses. I didn't think you'd actually leave. I didn't think you'd erase me, I reply. Her phone rings. She answers, panicked. Victor is running, she whispers after. Daniel texts at the same time. Victor is attempting to flee. Clara drops to her knees. I'll testify. I'll give them everything. Just forgive me. I feel the weight of it. Justice or revenge. Truth or comfort. I'll help stop him, I say. That's all. She looks up. So you'll stay? No, I say. I'll do what's right. She sobs, but I feel clear. Days pass fast. Victor is caught. Nina wins quietly. Miles never leaves my side. My mom comes home. She holds my hand and says, You stayed alive. Jonah apologizes. I didn't see it, he says. I know, I answer. I pack my things at night. Clara watches from the doorway. This isn't how it was supposed to end, she says. It ended when you stopped seeing me, I reply. I step outside with one bag. No victory music. No applause. Just air. I promise myself something simple as I walk away. I will never confuse suffering with love again.